But we're going to move over to the Game Awards because the Game Awards are coming up. And you know what? Last year it was a bit surprising. We were a bit surprised by the Xbox Series X being there. Because remember, Nate, before that, what'd you say, Nate? You said don't expect much. So you said it before every Game Awards.
Well,
now
outside of the Xbox Series X, what else was there?
the Xbox Series X.
Yeah.
Outside of that,
Bravely Default 2.
Bravely Default 2. No More Heroes 3. Brett, come on. What do you mean? What do you mean? What?
I'm with Nate on this one.
What? Bravely Default 2 is freaking amazing. The original game is absolutely incredible. One of the best.
1 year later, we're still waiting for it.
Bravely Default, it's coming out February.
Yeah, and after that demo,
Well, you got bodied by some bees at the beginning? Is that what happened?
Nah, I got bodied by a bad game.
Whoa.
How was it bad?
They don't get the original dev team on it. Don't bother with the sequel.
How was it bad?
Don't have the original dev team. Don't bother with the sequel.
Oh man.
Yikes.
Tell them. I have okay, so I have the 12 biggest announcements here from 2019. There was Xbox Series X, the Hellblade sequel.
That's a good one.
The Fast and Furious.
And look how that turned out.
That
Best game of the year.
Potentially, it could be a dark horse for Game of the Year. That coming up. That could just
most people didn't know it came out already.
I beat it this week. It's awful.
They showed the first
Why did
place.
you waste time?
They showed our first PlayStation 5 game, which was Godfall.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Awesome. PUBG announces Prologue. League of Legends. Ruined King.
Nice.
Ghost of Tsushima got its release window.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
That was cool.
Big. Yeah.
Another trailer of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Cyberpunk. Gears Tactics.
Final Fantasy VII Remake came out this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's in the thing. Yeah. And then I know this whole year felt like a decade, hasn't it?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And then we did get the Wolf Among Us 2 sequel announced.
Yeah, where's that?
Yeah.
I want to play that.
Oh,
that was the equivalent of the God of War reveal this summer. Hey, here's a title screen. It's like Metroid Prime 4. Great. It's eventually coming, but it's an empty reveal.
Man.
And then Fast and the Furious Crossroads closed out.
Yes.
Wow, that really was a closeout announcement.
When that's one of your top announcements for the awards, that just shows you the quality.
Hope that check cleared.
Yeah, right.
Everyone gets all excited and Jeff Keighley's the best. Love Jeff Keighley.
To be fair though, he did
I don't know
get
if
the next gen
anyone's
hardware.
ever done that.
He did get the next gen hardware.
Jeff Keighley has so many dick riders. It's crazy.
Whoa. Yes, I agree, though. He replied to my tweet. I told him, man, why do we have all these celebrities? It'd be a lot better if we had like gaming people there. And he replied, actually, there's a lot of gamers there. I was like, thanks, Jeff.
The problem. Here's my problem. He wants it to be like a Hollywood show. He wants it to be like Oscar. Look, motherfucker. I don't know if you know how to like read data and numbers, but the video game industry generates more money than Hollywood does nowadays. The video game industry doesn't need Hollywood. If anything, Hollywood needs the video game industry. So I love Jeff. He's too precious. That's such a good reply.
What you're saying is we need both you and Spawnwave to present awards. That's what you're saying.
I will present
about that. Like,
I'll present an award for the worst game of 2020.
Dude,
cool.
I'm not even joking.
I
I want Scott the Woz up there more than anything. I would.
Yeah.
I think Scott the Woz is one of the most positive and like genuine faces in all of YouTube gaming. The fact that he's nowhere there, he's not elected for anything. It's just I don't know. It seems fake to me.
That's blasphemous, as a popular person would say. Absolutely blasphemous. And that's why he's getting presenting. Stephen A. Smith, baby. Can't wait.
Yeah, but Stephen A. Smith's entertaining, though.
Yeah, he is entertaining. But does he fit? Would if Stephen A. Smith was doing a sports event, would he have Scott the Woz at his event? You know what I'm saying?
I hope so.
There's no crossover. Hey, they got Reggie Fils-Aimé, all right? I know, but the thing is that it's always bring in, but the other industries, the Hollywood industries, never try to take people from the gaming side of things and put them into their world. It's like,
right.
I don't get why we should pander to Hollywood. They're all a bunch of fucking weirdos anyways. Like, fuck them.
There it is.
Because Jeff Keighley doesn't know what he wants the Game Awards to be. He says, it's a celebration of gaming. Then do like the DICE Awards where you have Mark Cerny as a presenter to say this is the action game of the year. have Troy Baker come out for shooting game of the year. Instead, he sits there and say, let's have Stephen A. Smith come out and say, for the sports game of the year, we have fucking the Ball family here to present basketball. Why? Why? No one watching this show wants to see fucking Lamar Ball and Big Buck and come out there to present an award. They don't mean anything to anyone. If they say, it's to bring attention to the awards, it's bullshit. The friggin' thing is streamed online. This isn't being broadcast on a network. So nobody who actually gives a shit about this show cares that Stephen A. Smith is going to be there and they're going to watch it now. Stephen A. Smith ain't putting fucking asses in the seats. So Jeff Keighley has to move away from that. Have the actual industry present their own awards, or get off this idea that it's a celebration of gaming. It's not. It's you to pander and to make money. Just say it. Hey, this is a commercialized piece of shit. Here's the Schick Hydrobot. Yay! And just be open and honest about it. Stop every year. Oh, we're gonna do better. We're gonna do better. You've yet to do better since it got off Spike.
I love that.
And we had Samuel L. Jackson teabag a Halo player on stage.
Okay, hold up, wait.
I just want to say real quick that who said that they've got to make money. I had a truth video that I dropped today about it, and yes, Nate is 100%. It's about these people have millions of followers. They want more.
Yeah, was this not obvious to anyone? The last, I don't know, decade of these awards.
Some people still think if you go on Twitter. Some people still feel it's all of the legitimacy of the industry, and they're doing this for the good of, and it's not that. Believe it or not, it's not that. And I know it's weird to us, but some people really feel like, they're just doing what's best for the gaming. And there's a lot of extra things outside of that, and that's okay. It's not like it's not really a problem, to be honest. I don't think like it's annoying, but it's not a problem because there's nobody else that's willing to do it. Look at the shows that we had beforehand.
That's true.
Trash. Nobody's willing to put this together. Jeff's the only person, so this is what we got,
Yes
we
and
need
no,
to
but
do
you're
this.
also
We need to do the
that's
Spawn
where-
Awards. We need to
problem
do
with
our
the Game
own
Awards.
year.
It's
Like,
that
what were you-
Jeff
what were you
tries to
saying- what were you
position
saying,
it
Cliff?
as, these are the only awards that matter. We have the DICE Awards. They have presenters. They have hosts. It's just that it's not a big streamed event because they don't go out of their way to make it this big deal where Jeff goes out there and says, we're the Game Awards. We're the only award that matters. No, you don't. Most people don't even respect the Game Awards or the games that win here. People look to DICE. They look at the ones hosted in Europe to say, that's the real game of the year this year. Not what the Game Awards awarded you.
I think
Who gives a fuck? Like, who gives a fuck what wins Game of the Year? Is it like is somebody sitting there like, you know what? I'm not buying a fucking video game this year until the Game Awards. I need to find out what the Game of the Year is, and then I will buy that game. Like,
I think
who cares? It's some arbitrary award that's done by a wide variety of people. Some that are cool, some that are not.
What were you saying, Click?
No, I think also no, you're fine. Like there's a balance to everything, and honestly, I think it'd be cool if they took, whether it's developers or personalities or, people within the gaming realm who actually, statistically make changes for this venue, like bring them in and have them kind of like rise up to help put the show together. Because believe it or not, a lot of people are self-made, but they would be able to perform and act just as professional as any Hollywood person will. And I understand why you'd want to bring some people in, but also at the same time, you're paying to bring those people in. So it's like a double-edged sword also at the same time. And then also, I just feel like, if it really was a celebration, you would be celebrating the people who are self-made, like us, hanging out every Saturday night. This is our free time. We could be doing anything else, but there are tons of other creators like us that I think genuinely kind of deserve that chance, and also at the same time like open up new opportunities for them too. Like that's what a celebration is about, is coming together, having a good time, but then also like kind of bringing people up, not bringing other people in who probably, and I don't want to like gatekeep or anything, but some of those people, like they never really are big gamers or talked about games. They probably, a lot of them, were probably bullies to a lot of people who did play games. And it's just kind of frustrating because it's like, you would, I mean, apparently that, I don't know, but all I'm going to say is it just is frustrating because it's like gamers tend to be very like skeptical and like very like, I'm not really buying it right away. And I feel like after last year with all the commercials, like, are we going to be seeing like a whole bunch of Wonder Woman commercials again this year? Like,
absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Like,
so just saying 100%, think about the most memorable moments in the Game Awards, because Click has nailed it so much. Like the moments we think about most
like
are
Reggie,
when it was the gamers.
Phil Spencer.
Well, so the trio coming out, and I always think about the fuck the Oscars. Like, can we cuss on this? Oh, sure. Fuck the Oscars. That was so good. And it was such a funny display of just seeing a guy who's like, this guy just makes games with his friends. He made a way out. He's such a cool dude. And it was cool to him just be like, yeah, like fuck anything that's not video games. We're here for video games, right? And the crowd loved it. Like that's the memes we love the most. It's not like I can't tell you any of the celebrities that were even there last year. I have no idea.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel was
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Joe Rodriguez.
It was sleepy Vin Diesel. He's like, we made a game.
Vin Diesel is a gamer. He's admitted that he's played World of Warcraft hundreds of hours. And
he's
fine.
Chronicles of Riddick on the original Xbox.
Yeah,
that was a very underrated
you
game.
don't bring Wonder Woman on just so she can say, here's a new trailer from my movie that I'm sure everyone here really cares about. Like, she has no purpose there other than commercialism.
The thing is, I'm not hating on celebrities who like play games and shit like that. I'm just saying there's other people that should be on stage. There's other people that deserve to be, would you expect, fucking Doug Bowser to be at the Oscars talking about, I really love movies. Like, okay.
When the Mario movie comes out that's animated and it wins an Oscar, he'll come on stage and
like I wouldn't expect Doug Bowser to be at the ESPYs. He's not going to walk up and like, basketball player of the year is Steph Curry. I'd be like, why is Doug Bowser here? And everyone watching him say, who the fuck is this guy?
Let me ask
ain't
you,
gonna be no Steph Curry.
Let me ask you guys this. Now. Do you think as many people would tune into this award show if there weren't big announcements there for games?
No, not at all.
I wouldn't even watch.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like they have the awards there and it's like, look at all these cool awards we're giving out, half of which get given out like off screen.
Stage.
Yep. Yeah. Then I'm show. But then it's like we're gonna basically be this little mini E3 as well. And that's why a lot of people are gonna stream it or stream it and all this stuff. It's less care about like game of the year.
People stream it and they watch it to see the trailers. I don't need to see Wonder Woman for me to see these trailers. You don't need any of these celebrities. They're not putting butts in the seat. The trailers are. So that's where he has to figure out exactly what this show's purpose is. If it's just going to be hype trailers with awards here and there, do it. But you don't need all this flair. You can just have Doug Bowser, Reggie, Troy Baker, Phil Spencer. That'll be enough. Have basic presenters. We don't need the filler bullshit and of Gal Gadot walking out and be like, hey, everybody. No one cares what she has to say.
You guys are underestimating these people's fan bases, though, because if they say, watch this, I'm on it, half the time they go. And if it's about money, bringing money in, like, listen, I'm with you guys on all that, but I think you guys are underestimating just a little bit the power of these celebrities.
The promotion.
Bringing people in to watch.
I don't think anybody's discrediting that, but I think if you were, again, balancing and like leveling up and bringing more people from the actual industry in with the greater additions of the bigger names, I think, I'd be like, okay, that's fine. But I feel like the industry is just kind of like, it's not growing proportionately compared to the more like popular mainstream promotional side of things.
No, I agree. I'm not like, I agree with what you guys have said.
I'm sure they'll have Ninja, bringing out an award.
I'm not seeing up movement. I need some movement, guys.
That makes Face Clan. You got Face Clan out there.
we got Face Clan in the back tonight. We're like, what does this mean?
If Ryan Seacrest invited Ninja, then Ryan Seacrest should be at the Game Awards.
Yeah, he deserves. He's a gamer.
Stop.
Maybe.
Listen, all I'm gonna say.
Clay Aiken.
Now we're talking.
I rather would have seen the esports awards actually given out on stage than watching the Fast and Furious to close out the night.
Now let's not get too crazy now.
No, I literally do not need to see PS2 graphics, and then like weird awkward silence. I rather would have watched people who like gaming is their life. That is their passion. I would have liked to acknowledge that.
That was the most obvious check.
Gaming is my life.
Was the end of that show?
Yeah.
It was like, are we supposed to cheer?
I really wonder how much Keeley makes off of the Game Awards.
A lot. Well, so especially because he tweeted yesterday, I was looking at all his tweet replies. He actually officially declared that none of the guests are paid. So Gal Gadot is not paid. Nobody is paid. It's like you come here, you rep your stuff. Maybe Warner Brothers pays her, but Keeley doesn't pay anybody except Keeley.
Yeah, Warner Brothers will buy in and be like, okay, we want this ad spot, and we're going to tell the people in the film we're going to pay them to make an appearance. That's, he doesn't have to pay for any of that. He gets all the money.
But it's also good advertisement for those people, too, for whatever, because like you're going to have a ton of people watching, so it's like you already got, what did Gal get paid? She got paid $10 million for that movie beforehand, so.
I don't know.
Movie, yeah, she got paid something crazy, so she already got paid a ton.
I don't know her financial life.
So it makes sense for everybody all around. But yeah, I'm with Click and you guys. I just wish that there needs to be more of a balance, man. Like there needs to be more of it. And like you said, some of the most epic moments are like when like Reggie and like the FU guy and all that stuff. Like remember Breath of the Wild? Like remember when that happened?
Yeah.
Oh, like oh my, that was crazy.
That was pretty cool.
They did the freaking lasers, and then the screen came up. Like
the actual sword and the stone, and the developers coming out and clearly they're so excited together, and we get to see that because we've played the game for the last couple of months. Like that is a million times better than sleepy Michelle Rodriguez being like, we made Crossroads.
I
do like the orchestra though. I feel like that there's one thing they do right. I think
the orchestra's
focusing
great.
the orchestra with the mix of the rock and then bringing in, and I think a good balance they had is, you know, they had the more famous creators like the self-made cello and violinists who are YouTubers who are more on the mainstream side of things now. Now they were coming in, but that was more integrated and seamless. It didn't feel
this
forced.
Year, you got Eddie Vedder, baby. You better do Even Flow and Jeremy spoken, and then go.
You know,
away.
I'll be honest, I didn't know who Eddie Vedder was till you started doing that. I was like, oh, that cringe. Yeah.
That means the orchestra's gonna have to do Animal Crossing music.
Oh my god, imagine Eddie Vedder playing KK Slider like
so we're
this
gonna
song Lost on the Island.
They merged them all together so we could get Last of Us Part 2 merging into Animal Crossing.
Oh my gosh. And Villager walks out with a golf club.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, so what
Jordan, put it down. Jordan.
What predictions we got for the announcements here? Last year we got the Series X. I don't think anyone was predicting a Series X to be there for Microsoft to show the next gen console.
We're getting the PS5 Pro.
Apparently Jeff Keighley went through some crazy precautions by having them do different things at rehearsal and all this to hide it. So how do you think he's going to try to one up himself from the Series X, and how would he even do that?
You can't.
Series X2.
It's just going to be
War
games.
2.
Yeah, Ragnarok will probably get shown.
Okay.
For the PS4.
Well, yes.
I feel like Horizon would have a better chance.
Last year, Sony and Nintendo were technically not at the Game Awards, right? Like we didn't see either of them. Yeah, Microsoft's the one that did something there. So I almost wonder if this year we'll see something from each company then.
Right. Well, I hope Nintendo shows up. Like, controversial opinion, but as I'm sitting here playing a bunch of Cyberpunk, I realize that I haven't really spent much time on my Switch all year. And so I kind of want them to come out and in December be like, hey, yeah, okay, we had Age of Calamity, which is fantastic, and we canceled the Splatoon tournament today, but let's check out, we have all this other stuff. I hope we see stuff. Yeah, they canceled some Splatoon tournament tonight because they said in solidarity of the Smash community basically getting imploded, a bunch of the Splatoon people changed their names to be Melee and Smash names, as a way of saying all right, if we're going to be an esport, they have to be an esport. So Nintendo said, okay, then you just don't get to be an esport either. So they canceled it.
Oh man,
it was
what is going on
in support of the free Melee movement.
Free Melee.
So because of the cancellation of the Big House, which a lot of the Melee players, it's not really the Ultimate player. Ultimate players are doing it too, but it's really the Melee community and the cancellation. So then the Splatoon players changed the tag to Free Melee to support them. And then Nintendo said, so let's cancel this because Free Melee movement, it's the emulation of Smash Melee to play online with Slippy. So it's something that we covered just a little bit ago, but that's essentially what Dreamcast guy was saying.
Nintendo being petty out there.
I mean, it's emulation. If they're but if there's one thing that we know that they're not going to be about, it's emulation. So I don't know.
We'll take that away. Unless it's for the Mario 3D collection.
That's what I was about to pull it off my shelf. They hate
it. That's they themselves. You know what I mean? So
yeah, it's just funny.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to release Melee next year. They're going to put Melee on Switch next year, and they're going to go. Suddenly, we love it.
They can't do that.
They can't do that.
Tell me how would that get ripped apart? I feel like that would get ripped apart.
It would get ripped apart, and it would be, unless they really go ham on the online, it would be very difficult for it to be better than the Slippy that's already there. So Melee players are going to be like, we already have Slippy. It's really good. It prioritizes one-on-one gameplay. Obviously, Nintendo would want to be able to make it to where you could play 4 players, no problem. Slippy's only one-on-one. I mean, if they did do that, I don't think they'd respond very nicely to that, like the Melee players. And if they did, it'd have to be perfect online. It'd have to be better than Slippy, which I don't see Nintendo doing that. I don't see it being better. I mean, they could, like Rollback Net could, it could have it.
Well,
but
it makes me think
they could put Slippy in the game.
Well, so my thought is like
from
Star
Fox, fighter, yeah,
from Star Fox. That's what you're talking about. And I was like, oh yeah,
like, oh, you guys wanted Slippy, huh? Well, here you go.
Do a barrel roll.
That would be great if they did that.
Don't believe on my tail, Fox.
I feel like they might do something. The World of Warcraft Classic, the fact that because the way that worked is they basically took the current version of World of Warcraft and they took classic version of the game and just put it in there so it'd work really easy. After that, I kind of feel like nothing is off the table. Maybe Nintendo would do it. I mean, I'm sure people would buy it. They'll call it something like Melee Remix.
They haven't really done much. I mean, they've re-released Smash 64 Virtual Console, and that's the only Smash game that's ever been in a re-release in any form. Would be Smash 64. Outside of that, they don't. Man, they didn't even they haven't even discounted the Smash Wii U DLC. Like that's still like full price. There's no Smash Smash Wii U Ultimate Edition, or that would be a weird name, but like Smash Wii U like Complete or whatever. Like they don't even have that. So
all right, what do we think's getting announced at this Game Awards? What's the prediction? What do we got?
Bandicoot Smash.
Crash. Okay, so you think there might be a Smash character here? Is that Nintendo's like? Why
are you laughing, Nate?
Is that their announcement? Is that there's a Smash character?
Smash character, baby.
Did we get one last year?
No,
we did not. Did we? We had Joker the year before.
Right? Yes, yeah. Joker the year before. Bravely Default 2, I guess, would have been. Technically, that's Square though. Nintendo wasn't at the Game Awards. Neither was Sony. So like, this seems like an obvious spot for Sony to be at right now with the PS5 having just launched. But I think Nintendo going into 2021 would want to do something at the Game Awards as well, because 2021 looks like it's gonna be a big year for Nintendo. So
yeah, but why use the Game Awards for that?
And they could do something like actually expand upon what Bowser's Fury is.
But yeah, like as Sean said, they have Bowser's Fury coming out in February. You can do a Smash character and Super Mario 3D World at the Game Awards, and then you can go into 2021 with a late January, early February direct of your own and hype up 2021. You don't need the Game Awards to do that if you're Nintendo.
Well, that's why I figured they would do like a Smash character or something just to announce it there.
They could.
Yeah, because like now we're to the point where Smash characters are getting announced on their own, and like they have Sakurai just showing it off at his house. And it's almost like they feel separate now from Nintendo Directs anyway.
Well, Smash makes more sense just because if we looked at their planning schedule, we should have had 3 characters this year. We only got 2, and a large part of that is due to COVID. So they're actually behind schedule. So the Game Awards is the prime time to announce the next character, probably launch it by February, and then announce the next one right there and then early next year, because you have to crank out the next 4 characters before the end of the year unless they adjust their release schedule. So it's kind of, they have to play catch up now if they want to maintain the roadmap they laid out for characters.
What's the feeling on Metroid Prime Trilogy?
Absolutely not at the Game Awards.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's a low percentage.
Oh man, we saw Bayonetta at the Game Awards too, technically.
Oh my gosh.
That game doesn't exist.
What happened to that game?
It's coming.
I thought it was coming out. I thought it was coming out in 2020.
Game Awards. I'm calling it.
Everyone's been saying, "Oh, it's coming out next year," and then next year happens, it doesn't come out.
I don't know. I mean, I would like to. I feel like they probably got pushed a bit with COVID as well, like development and stuff. But like, I mean, I thought that game would have been out last year anyway, or just a lot sooner the way they announced it. They announced with such confidence at the Game Awards alongside of the collection, and it's that's the only trailer we still have.
That's pretty much all they had of the game.
I could see probably like Age of Calamity possibly getting DLC or something. Announcing DLC for that.
Okay. Do you think
see that?
No Breath of the Wild 2 here? No trailer there?
Honestly, I think that they do better like having that separately in a direct again, or dropping a random trailer like they did in 2017.
I think they'd want that to be the only day of that getting press. I think there's going to be too much press happening at the Game Awards with everything else. So I think they're going to want 1 or 2 things at the Game Awards. Wait for the next direct or an open opportunity and be like, "Hey, Breath of the Wild 2 surprise."
So we all think that it's probably just a Smash character is most likely here.
Smash seems most likely, with probably another trailer for Super Mario 3D World with Bowser's Fury, a little more detail.
Okay, you don't think they give a release date to something like No More Heroes?
No.
Just drop
not at that type of event. I think you can wait for. Well, where was No More Heroes last shown? Was it in a direct? Was it a partner direct, or was it in a indie direct?
Yeah, it was the last one.
It was partner one.
They just said that it's coming in 2021, so we don't have a exact,
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I mean, the game looks dope from the last trailer. So
yeah, okay. So Smash character most likely is what everyone's expecting. All right.
I want Breath of the Wild too. I really want to see even the tiniest bit, and I feel like I just feel like Age of Calamity was so good and it's been received so well. I think now would be a good time. That's my personal hope.
Haven't played it yet.
Makes sense. I just don't want to, like, for my personal sake, I keep my expectations low. So when something good happens, I'm like foaming at the mouth.
I'm a man. I love disappointment. Every day I wake up and I'm like, someday somebody's gonna love me, and then bed disappointed.
What about?
I'm gonna hope this game is good.
What about Nintendo jumping? What about Nintendo jumping on the Fortnite bandwagon? We just saw Kratos go into Fortnite, and we hear Master Chief's going to go in. Do you think they do something like Samus was trending, right?
Oh, that'd be
people
so
asking
cool.
about that. Do you think
Samus
they do something with a Fortnite skin as well, and they announce that alongside Master Chief at the Game Awards?
Disgusting.
Her glider would be her gunship.
Is Fortnite popular in Japan? That's what it really boils down to.
Fortnite's just popular in general.
Yeah. I mean, if Fortnite's popular in Japan, then I guess it would have a chance.
Do you know what like the most popular Switch bundle is right now? Next to that Mario Kart 8 was that Fortnite bundle, and there's like it was number one on Amazon. It's a Fortnite bundle. That's all. So yeah, it makes an insane amount of money. To me, it's might as well. And what's interesting is Kratos is on all the platforms, which means that Master Chief probably will be. And if Nintendo did it, I assume that means that, like, let's say it's Samus will show up on a PlayStation.
That's probably going to be the problem. Does Nintendo want their character appearing on other platforms?
I wonder if Epic, because like Kratos is on the Switch then technically, or the Xbox. I wonder if Epic pitched it as technically it's part of like our ecosystem that like the Switch and the Xbox can access. I don't know. It seemed like there would have been some weird pitch even to Sony to make that happen.
Well, like with the Kratos skin, like if you play it on the PlayStation, you get a certain alternative skin that you can't get from the PC version of Kratos.
Like armor, right? It's
yeah,
like
you get the gold armor.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe they pitch it like that too, or just, hey, it's part of our closed garden ecosystem for Fortnite or something. Or, I mean, it makes them so much money, they might just make an exception for it.
What was it with Rocket League? You could do like the Samus, like the Metroid cars and stuff like that, but didn't it just show up as default cars to the rest of the players?
I think so, yeah. So that's that. You're probably, that's the one thing that's like tripping me up is like, would Nintendo do that? Because it looks like Master Chief is going to be part of this too. So that'll be interesting to see. Okay, so we think we got Nintendo with a Smash character there. What about Sony? Because I think Sony will be there. I kind of think they're going to put a date on their next release.
Their date Horizon.
I think they're going to. I think they're going to date. I think Ratchet's getting dated for like I'm going to say February.
I'll say
It
March.
makes sense.
March. Okay. Like first quarter.
Was the Horizon trailer we got? Did that have gameplay or was that just cutscenes?
I think it was. It was in engine, maybe.
Yeah, in engine. But
I think if anything, they might Ghost of Tsushima it, and they'll be like, "Hey, here's a bunch of gameplay, and here's a window like summer." Like they'll give like a definitive like time frame for it. At the highest hopes, something about God of War, but that could still be too early because that could literally be end of next year. And very late next year, and could potentially be pushed into the year after.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I don't know if Sony's going to announce anything new themselves, unless Nate.
Yeah.
Unless
if Silent Hill is there.
Silent Hill. All right. This is the place to do it.
Every event in 2020, people have been saying
that's
Silent Hill is
because
going to be
it's supposed to be happening. So we're basically just picking out each big event because there's not that many of them now. Right?
Silent Hill for PlayStation 5 is a real project.
This is where you take that shot, and this is where you introduce it right here.
Prove it, Nate.
This is why we need MVG here to shoot it down. Damn.
Yo, wait a minute, Nate. What if Kojima really is part of that project?
What
if he walks out on stage with Jeff Keighley and is like, "I am working with."
What has he been up to?
Konami.
Yeah, but you see, he's not involved with that project.
Oh man, I'm trying here,
dude.
Silent Hill has no connection to Kojima.
What if they do Silent Hill and Metroid Prime trilogy?
Okay.
Okay, wait a minute. What if Blue Point shows Metal Gear Solid here?
Okay, I can only get so erect. Okay, let's just calm down a little bit.
They just finished Demon Souls. They're not going to show their next project this early.
I want Silent Hill so bad.
I think this is the place to announce it.
I've read every leak and rumor. It sounds so real. I'm so ready. Oh my god.
I think this is where you do it. Silent Hill.
One nurse titty. That's all I need.
What do you think, Nate? You think it's 50-50 here? Think there's a shot?
Silent Hill.
Yeah. Do you think that? I mean, because we're just basically guessing at, okay, it's going to get announced eventually. This is like, I mean, when's the next big event that they know of? Other than like, I mean, they could do a state of play, obviously, but like.
Yeah, that's the thing. They can do a state of play really whenever they want. If they want to. The tough thing is that you just had new hardware launch. You're having sellouts. Do you really need to announce Silent Hill, a game that's not coming until 2022, at an event in December of 2020? You're having sellouts of hardware. You're not going to move more hardware by announcing Silent Hill right now. You already have a lot of momentum. Is it necessary? No, it's not. But it gives fans something to get excited of a promise that it's the return of Silent Hill. 50-50. But
okay, Norman Reedus walks out on stage.
They could.
It's not going to have anything to do with it.
They could. I mean, they could also use it. If you think about it, to kind of gauge interest well in advance to see if maybe they do a special edition. Maybe they play around with the launch date. Maybe they give it a little more time because like the reception's so high.
I mean, it'd be a good place for Sony just to kind of drop the bomb and say, Silent Hill is coming back. We're making it. Get excited. And people would be like, oh shit, Sony they're serious about this, especially since Microsoft is still kind of like, everything we have is a long way away, and we kind of showed a lot of it already.
You think? What are the chances we see Resident Evil 8 get dated or anything?
Capcom, I think you'll see a decent amount. I mean, if we even look at the leaked roadmap, it would make sense for them to have the Ghosts and Goblins game at the Game Awards, especially if it's supposed to release in February. This is perfect time for it.
Yeah, that's a good.
Resident Evil 8. Why not drop a new trailer? Maybe announce a demo of some sort, something like that to get people excited. So Capcom could definitely lean into the Game Awards a little more aggressive than what we've seen in the past, because they like to showcase, Devil May Cry's and everything else at these type of award shows.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. I wonder if Square does anything with Final Fantasy 16 there too. Just put like a year on it for 2021.
I think it would be in their interest because lean into 7 somehow, even if it's just to announce a PlayStation 5 version of Final Fantasy 7 Remake.
They're not going to announce the next one, are they?
No, not until
Chapter 2. No,
not until 16's out.
That would be interesting. Yeah, because that's the reason I think 16 is coming out next year, is because they want to then get on a remake too.
I'm excited for 16.
Me too. I am. I think it'll be good. So we have that, and then Microsoft. Is the initiative going to be here? Yes, that is the question.
Hey, that's pretty much the big thing they could have.
It has to be, right? This is where the initiative shows their first trailer.
A friend of mine was just in a car accident. I'm a run.
Oh wow. Okay.
They're okay. They're alive, but their car is smashed up.
Bro,
so I'm gonna call.
Don't rush there, okay? Just.
No. Well, I'm gonna get answers and stuff. But I love you guys a bunch. I'll see you later.
All right.
Bye, Max.
Be safe.
So the initiative.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think they're here?
If we want to believe Matt Booty for his word that the initiative game would be shown in 2020, this is the last opportunity.
This is it.
Booty.
So okay, because
Booty.
Because I was told Halo Infinite would be out this holiday as well by Microsoft. Booty. So
they had hopes.
All right. I think the initiative can show their project here, at least with a trailer, because it'd just be like a CG trailer or something, just to give an idea of what they're doing. Because I mean, when do you think their game's even coming out? I don't even think it's coming out in 2021.
Probably it's the 2022 game at best, as long as it doesn't hit any significant development problems. It's another case of a lot of Microsoft stuff is simply a case of 2022, late 2021. And that's where it's kind of like the Silent Hill situation again. Are you just going to show the promise of a release in hopes to excite your base, even though it's at least 18 months away? And if I'm Microsoft right now, I want a little bit of positive press. I'm going to drop this trailer to get people excited about the idea of a game that takes place in the Perfect Dark universe is coming to our platform.
Well, there is that rumor now, it seems online. It says from Jeff Grubb, I think it's from their podcast, where he mentioned that Microsoft would have an announcement at the Game Awards, something new.
Yeah, the initiative is the best bet.
Too.
Oh gosh, I think the initiative is going to be there. And that would be interesting because what if we had Silent Hill, and then we did also have a game from the initiative there, and then Nintendo had a Smash character. Like that would actually be a pretty decent night.
Dark?
Right? Well, the Perfect Dark.
But it's not like actually Perfect Dark.
That is the rumor.
It's Perfect Dark Universe. It's not Perfect Dark.
Wow, that's because there's a lot of Perfect Dark Universe fans out there right now. It's only been what?
Hey, go watch the Sting
12 years
intro again.
12 years since Perfect Dark has had a game. Longer than that, isn't it?
It's been 14 years.
14 years.
Oh, 15 years. 15 years.
15 years.
It wasn't that long ago, dude. I remember it like it was yesterday. I'm old though, so.
That's when I was just born. It's crazy.
It's not far from accuracy though.
How long is it worth? The word show's supposed to be 2 hours, right?
I feel like it's always 2 hours, and then it goes like 4.
Yeah.
Because it used to end right around midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it start at like 7.
Yeah, it's
they got the pre-show where they do like 20 of the awards. Get those pesky awards out of the way. We gotta have Stephen A. Smith talk.
That's blasphemous. I'm sorry.
Well, yes,
Aaron Rodgers on the show
6:30
yet?
Eastern now.
What's that?
Know.
What did you say, Click?
I was saying it's starting 6:30 this year, right? For Eastern.
Oh, is it? Oh, really?
Yeah, it's earlier this year.
That's a good idea. I like it actually being earlier. I'm okay with
Are we
that.
doing another live reaction again?
Yeah.
So it starts at 6:30. Is it like a half-hour pre-show and then it goes right to the show at 7?
I would say
like
probably.
What's the point of a pre-show?
Yo, I was
It's
thinking
an award show. Why do we need a pre-show? Is the chick Hydrobot gonna fight Stephen A. Smith? Is Michael Jordan gonna play friggin' pop a ball in basketball?
That would be too entertaining. We can't do that.
If I'm not
Fox
mistaken,
football robot too.
they give away some of those awards during the pre-show. If I'm not mistaken, right?
Watch them give the Game of the Year award away in the pre-show, and no one watched it. It's like, who won? You wait the whole show. It's like, all right, we already told you an hour, 2 hours ago.
There's Fast and the Furious, Crossroads 2.
That's what I'm. Are we gonna do a live thing again like last year and watch it together or no?
I was going to stream it, so you can jump in Discord if you want. I don't mind.
I'm down.
I'm just going to be hanging out.
Yeah.
I'll pop in for a bit. I remember last year, I was wondering why you guys were saying the show was like later. I was like, what are you guys talking about? But then I remember I was in Hawaii and they're like 10 years back or whatever. Like,
oh, that's right. You were in Hawaii.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was like, wait, wasn't it early? Because it was like daytime. It was like bright as hell. You know,
you were on the beach. You were sipping, drink out of a coconut, having a good old time.
That's exactly.
Sean, are you trying to jump in the stream, Sean?
I have to do my Sunday podcast because it's a tradition. And they're streaming it, but I will come in for a little bit. Yes.
Wait, it's on a Sunday?
No, it's on
Thursday. No, the podcast that I do on Sundays, we stream it every year.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah. That's fine.
The same people. They just stream it on that day.
Got it.